My great-grandparents, I inherit this from you for a day like this. I want to check this for Dr. McDan, and I can't do that properly without the help of what you left for me. I need your guidance to tell him the right thing. If not, the shame will be yours. God has given us another beautiful day with good health, and I want to check things for Dr. McDan. And if you take what I am about to tell you into consideration, you will remember me one day and laugh. And if you don't take it into consideration, you will surely remember me one day with regret, because no soothsayer in the world can see and tell you what I am about to tell you. We are only two soothsayers in the world, myself and the rest. The rest are checking for checking sake, and my checking is inheritance. So whatever I see and say is final, because I'm the only soothsayer who can be in the room and sees deep down the sea. I'm the only soothsayer who can tell you the type of chicken an egg will hatch. I'm more like a chameleon. I always changes the color I see. I will never say something I didn't see. And here and now, I want to see and tell Dr. McDan what is in darkness. I see. Mm, mm, mm. I see. Everything is so clear. But if you don't have an eagle eye, you can't see what I am seeing right now. That God created the world in such a way that whether you are who or who, you will surely reap what you sow here and hereafter. Dr. McDan, you see this community? There are only two rich men in this community. A stingy rich man and a rich man who spends money. The rich man who spends money always supports people with his money. And whoever goes to the stingy man for support, the stingy man will complain and cry as if he has never seen money before. You see? And now these two rich men filed and competing for this prominent title at the chief palace. You see the chief of the community here. And the chief of the community gave the prominent title to the rich man who spends money. And now the stingy man frowned his face, not knowing that he has just reaped what he sowed. Dr. McDan, if I don't throw more light onto what I am saying right now, you will never understand anything. Concentrate and let me clarify things for you. The community you are seeing in my check-in is the world we are living in. The palace you are seeing in my check-in is Judgment Day. The prominent title that you are seeing in my check-in is Key to Heaven. The community chief that you are seeing in my check-in is God. And the rich man who spends money in my check-in is a rich man who understands why God bless him with the riches. So, Dr. McDan, my check-in says I should tell you that you are a rich man who understands why God bless you with the riches. Because you create jobs and people are benefiting from it. You support people you know and those that you don't know. You support people who come to you for support and surprise people who don't come to you for support. You see, and whatever good things that you are doing, the length and breadth of your community chief is just observing you. Dr. McDan, I am done with my check-in. But my check-in says that in order for you to get the prominent title easily, like the rich man who spends money in my check-in, that there are only three things that you should do. And those three things are, one, that you should continue being whom you are. Never be fed up of what you are doing. Continue stretching your helping hands, and when the D-Day comes, your community chief will have no option than to give you the prominent title. What I see and say is final, so I will not be going further, not to talk of telling you things that I didn't see. If I tell you something out of my check-in, my great-grandparents will not allow me sleep. Thank you so much for giving me a listening ear, Dr. McDan.